All right, we have like a mini reunion. We ran into Nish. We met you like a month ago at another event, and you're here.
Like 3 weeks ago. Excited to see you again as well.
Yeah, you're a go-getter. I don't know. You're out putting yourself out there. It's great. What you want to get back in the cannabis industry? That's correct. You're currently in healthcare. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm currently working within a hospital in their COVID lab out in Ohio, and that project has been a little bit longer, has longer legs than I expected. I think just in general, the pandemic has been a little bit more protracted than we wanted. I was out and working in cannabis out in California and enjoyed it. Never really thought I could do it out in the East Coast, but had grown up here. And so coming to these types of events, meeting people who are involved in it in some form, like shining a light in the dark room of what cannabis is, especially as it goes from illicit to legal, very exciting.
And you might be moving back to New York, or it sounds like you are.
Yeah, so hopefully in the next few weeks we'll see where it goes, but more of this. We'll love to see more of the program and help expand, just elevating the conversation around cannabis and help legitimizing it so that it's viewed as more of a medicine, more of a substance that people can incorporate into their lives responsibly, healthily, and there's a lot of untapped potential, just both societally and individually, that I think just being a part of that is exciting.
I remember when Jeremy and I met you at the previous event, something's great going on in there. Maybe it's over and it was long. But anyway, you shared with Jeremy and I that you had a barrier of entry of getting your parents to accept.
It was a hard shadow to overcome. There was just inherent skepticism, and it wasn't looked at as like a serious industry. I think there's still a lot of that skepticism, but going to these types of events, getting additional education, trying to focus on legitimizing, like this is a medicine, it's a plant, and there's almost an ancestral call from our shared history as a society and this plant, helps, I think, just elevate the conversation so that we can discuss it more rationally rather than maybe echoing certain talking points that have since been proven false. And so that, like, being able to approach this from multiple angles, social advocacy, restorative justice, medicine, business, I think it's helped, because that's been what resonates most with people, I think, who are on the fence or skeptic about the industry as a whole, is to just show that this is not something that just existed on the fringes. This is already very well mixed within the fabric of society. It just now needs a platform and a spotlight to show that it's legitimate.
Just the fact that you have had that conversation with your parents.
It's not a unique situation. Everyone's probably dealing with this, and maybe it's not necessarily to the same extent of immigrant conservatism versus others, but I think in some ways working in this industry or just existing on what's called, I think, frontier capitalism is a little bit, it takes some courage to be coming out or to say that this is what you want to involve yourself in, but it helps with events like this to realize that you're not alone, that there's other people who are approaching this from that standpoint. But yeah, being able to have that and being able to bring my own personal story of kind of quote unquote coming out to family of things, I think makes certain stories resonate more with me, but also makes me more of a legitimate, candidate to others, as far as this is not just a passing interest, like there's genuine enjoyment.